Everdeen, and Happy New Year! Yay! Today I'm going to be sharing with you a tutorial on how to crochet this basket weave stitch blanket. But before we begin, I wanted to address why I disappeared for a couple of months. So if you are a returning subscriber and are curious as to where I was, then just keep watching. But if you don't really care and you're just here for the tutorial, then please skip to this time to go straight into the tutorial. But don't worry, I'm going to try to keep this nice and short and sweet and simple. Okay, so pretty much I haven't uploaded a video onto this channel since October of 2018, and the reason for that was simply that I was too busy. I actually have another channel that I've been working on, and because of that channel, a lot more opportunities have opened up for me, and I've been pretty busy because of it. Plus, it was my anniversary, my birthday, and the holidays, so it was pretty hectic, and those are the biggest reasons why I didn't upload during that time. I was still crocheting, but I just wasn't making tutorials because they take forever to make. But anyway, more on what I've been working on for the past couple of months. So I have a second channel, if you didn't know. It was originally called Kahlua, but nobody really understood that name or the reference or like where it came from, and everyone thought it was weird, so I changed it to Everdeen Enchanted to reflect more of what that channel is about. And if you could guess, it's about Disney and Harry Potter, among other nerdy things. And I'm still not 100% sure if I'm going to keep the name Everdeen Enchanted, but that's another conversation. So the reason I bring that channel up is because, one, I have been working really hard on that channel because although I absolutely love crochet, it's not my entire life. And because most people who are subscribed to this channel pretty much only like crochet tutorials and crochet videos, I decided to make this channel all about crochet, and that's fine. But again, I love making videos, I love being creative outside of crochet as well, so I decided to make my other channel. And now that one is mostly about Disney, and because it's about Disney, Disney actually reached out to me and wanted to work with me for a couple of events and projects, and those are the opportunities that I was talking about. And just from switching from crochet to Disney, within a year I had more opportunities open up for me than 4 years of crochet. So that's why I've been spending most of my time, effort, energy, and creativity on that channel as well as on my Instagram. If you follow me on Instagram, you may have noticed a switch from crochet bohemian post to Disney post, and that's the reason why. Again, I still love crochet, and I still want to do crochet videos and crochet posts, but again, I am more than just crochet, and that's why I have that second channel and changed my Instagram and so on and so forth, and I'm really excited for what the future holds. So now that you have an idea of where I stand, yes, I am going to be spending most of my time and energy and blah 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 into my Disney channel, or like my nerdy channel, whatever. I'm still going to try my best to be as active as possible on this channel and continue to make crochet tutorials. My goal is to post at least one crochet tutorial a month and work very hard to post 2 a month. So if you're here only for crochet, then go ahead and stay here. But if you actually like my other kinds of videos, please subscribe to my other channel. Right now it's called Everdeen Enchanted, and again, it's more of a Disney, Harry Potter, nerdy channel, and I'm much more active on there. And if you want to stay up to date with everything I am doing, I am most active on my Instagram account, which is Krystal Everdeen. So go ahead and follow me on there. That way you can know what I'm doing, keep up with the latest updates, and know whenever I'm coming out with a new video. Okay, I'm pretty sure I covered everything that I wanted to say, maybe, hopefully. And if you have any questions, please comment down below. I will try my best to answer them within the first hour of me posting this video. And with that being said, let's get started on the tutorial. For this project, I'm using velvety yarn from the brand Burn It, and it is from their Yarn Inspirations line. I didn't just use one either, I used a total of 4, and the blanket did turn out kind of small still. But anyway, I am also using a size 5mm hook. And the first thing I did was create a slip knot, and then I chained a chain that was long enough to pretty much be blanket size. So whatever size you want your blanket to be, make that chain as wide as you want your blanket to be. And that's it. I didn't really count the number of chains that I made. I just kept going until I figured that it was a good length for a blanket. So after I was done chaining my really long chain, I went back on it using an extended double crochet. Now an extended double crochet, if you are not familiar, is yarn over through the stitch, yarn over back through the stitch, yarn over through the first loop, yarn over through 2 loops, then yarn over through the last 2 loops. And that's what an extended double crochet is. If you are unfamiliar with this stitch or are new to crochet, please visit the link in the description box below to my Crochet for Beginners video so you can practice with that for a bit and then come back to this project, or maybe even try some easier crochet tutorials that I have on my channel. But anyway, I'm just going to continue making this row of extended double crochets. So again, I'm going to yarn over, then go through the stitch, yarn over, back through the stitch, yarn over through 1 loop, yarn over through 2 loops, then yarn over through the last 2 loops. And then we're going to do it all over again. So yarn over through the stitch, then yarn over, back through a stitch, yarn over through 1 loop, yarn over through 2 loops, yarn over through the last 2 loops. And this is what your row should look like. A bunch of extended double crochets in every stitch until you get to the very end. And after you've made the very last extended double crochet of your first row, then this is what your first row should look like. Just a really long row of extended double crochets. And then you're going to chain 1, flip the project over, and then this is where it kind of gets tricky. So you're going to actually work in 4s. So you're going to kind of pull up the extended double crochet stitch, and instead of crocheting so that you stick your hook through the project, you're kind of going to go under it like so, and then you're going to make an extended double crochet like that, so like it pops out. So again, you're going to go under it like, I don't know how to explain it, but you could just re-watch that little bit so you can understand where to put your hook. But yeah, you're going to go under it for 4 stitches. So you're going to make 4 extended double crochets like that so that it pops out. And then the back looks like this. And now you're going to do essentially the same thing, but on the opposite side. So instead of going forward, you're going to go backwards. So you're going to put your hook in the back of the extended double crochet of the previous row. And then you're going to make an extended double crochet like this. So instead of going straight through the stitch like you normally would, you're going to kind of go horizontally through the stitch and make an extended double crochet like that. And you're going to go through the back for 4 stitches. And then after you've made those 4 stitches, then the project should look something like this. So it's like a back and forth to make that woven look. And now that you've made those 4 stitches from the back of the stitches, you're going to go ahead and make 4 more stitches going through the front of those stitches. So again, you're going to put your hook horizontally through the stitches of the previous row, and then you're going to make extended double crochets through them. You're just going to make 4 of them. And that's essentially the pattern. So now you're going to make 4 extended double crochets going through the back of the stitches, like so. And after you created those extended double crochets through the back, then you're going to go through the front, and you're going to make 4 extended double crochets like that. And you're just going to keep on going until you reach the end, and once you reach the end, you're going to chain 1, flip the project over, and then continue with the pattern. Except this time, you need to make sure that you're alternating between going through the front and going through the back. So you want to go through the front stitches when the previous row has back stitches, and then you want to go through the back stitches when the previous row has front stitches. So pretty much opposite. So you're going to alternate opposites according to the previous row. So right now I just finished these 4, and it was on top of a row that went through the back, and now these went through the front, so now I'm going through the back. See how that works? So opposites. Since these extended double crochets from the previous row are from the front, then I'm going to go through the back and make 4 extended double crochets through the back of those stitches, and keep up with the alternating pattern. So now these are back stitches, so I'm going to go in the front and make front stitches on top of them. That way it could keep that pattern, and so on and so forth. I know that's super duper confusing, but I hope that someone out there understands my explanation or is able to use the video to their advantage and learn from that. So yeah, you're just going to keep doing that over and over and over again until eventually you run out of yarn. So this was how much one ball of yarn allowed me to make. Only about a couple inches. And after I was done with my first ball of yarn, I just attached the second one and kept going. So from the end here, I just grabbed my second ball of yarn and then just tied them together, and then continued with my pattern. Very easy. It's just extremely time consuming. It did take me a couple weeks to finish this. I would just find time in the day to just sit down and crochet for like an hour. But finally I went through all my yarn and finished this blanket, and I think it turned out really nice. And again, all I did was just continue with that same pattern, and every time I ran out of yarn, I just attached a new ball of yarn, and I attached it like this. I just put the 2 ends together and then put them both on my hook at the same time, and then just continued crocheting with them, like as if it was all one string. And that's just the way I attach it. You could tie a knot, you can attach it some other way as long as it's attached and it's not going to come apart and unravel all of your hard work. So yeah, I'm just going to continue crocheting as if this was all one big ball of yarn, and yeah, just keep doing the same thing over and over again until I'm happy with the size of my blanket. And once I was happy with the size of the blanket, then I sealed off the project, and boom, I was done with the blanket. Yay! But like I said before, this blanket actually turned out to be a lot smaller than I had hoped. So if you are planning on making a blanket with this stitch and with the same yarn that I got, I would suggest that you get more than just 4, because 4 is just a little bit too small. I think 5 would be better, but probably still kind of small. So I would say definitely get 6 or more if you want to make a blanket like this. I know that gets really expensive really fast, but the end result will be gorgeous. The blanket itself is very soft and very thick, and I actually really like this yarn. It was easy to work with, even with a 5mm hook. You don't have to get a bulky hook, even though this yarn is a little bit bulkier. And it didn't break easily, it didn't fall apart easily, there wasn't like fuzz everywhere. So overall, a pretty good yarn. It's really soft, and the project came out pretty well. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, please give this video a thumbs up. If you are interested in Disney videos or nerdy videos or just more videos that I put out in general, please go to my other channel and subscribe to that one, as well as follow me on Instagram. Thank you so much again for sticking around. I really look forward to sharing more tutorials with you and just overall my love for crochet with you. And before you go, please don't forget to click that red subscribe button if you have not already, so I can see you next time. Bye!